Hello, Tarot people. We have a wonderful card of the day for the 7th day of the year. Let's take a look at the Queen of Cups reversed. So, we've had a look at the Queen already, and she is the most emotionally full queen that there is. She's full of feeling, she's full of empathy and sensitivity. She's got a lot going on the inside, and she's super focused on her own desires and what she needs, and she knows what she needs, she knows what she wants, and she knows how she feels, and she has a deep level of emotional maturity. So, and when she's upside down, checking this card around, when she's upside down here, we have to look at the Shadow Queen. And the Shadow Queen is an interesting queen because in general the emotional suit, or our emotions in general, are part of what we most easily throw into our shadow, or what we most easily hide from. What we least feel comfortable with is a whole bunch of feelings and difficult emotions that we have not learned to deal with and embrace properly. So she is the queen of this, and so there's a lot of stories going on here. One of the biggest reasons for this queen being upside down is she either represses her deep level of emotions, or she'll have them expressed in more extreme ways, or she'll find that she doesn't have great boundaries, and she will naturally be excessively sensitive and sponge-like to the environment around her, and she won't be able to tell where her emotions start and somebody else's begin. And this is a bit of an issue for this queen. She needs to know what she wants, and when she's upside down, she doesn't connect to what she wants very well. And the result of this is that she's not really in tune with what she needs in her life. This happens when we don't know what we want in life. We end up just filling our life with we end up just wanting whatever, and whatever seems to give us some superficial level of satisfaction, we'll jump at it. And addictions, and this queen represents addictions, a lot of addictions of what we might need, addictive patterns and emotional addictive patterns, neediness in the world, neediness of other people, neediness to be in a relationship. She represents codependency, dependency personality disorder, maybe even a little bit of borderline personality disorder. She represents definitely self-love deficit disorder, where she's not really in connection to her love. There's something in her past maybe that has been painful, has hurt, and she doesn't trust the love. And yet that's the most tragic thing for this queen, because that's her greatest gift. Her greatest gift is to love herself, to love the world around her, and to share from her heart and share on deep emotion and emotional, passionate levels. But she's learned to distrust love for some reason or another, due to a trauma in the past, and this is tragic for her. And so she'll try to fill that cup with false versions of what she thinks she needs, and when this isn't really in connection to her truth, because she's afraid to go inside and afraid to feel. There's a little bit of suppression and emotional repression with her. So she'll fear abandonment, and she'll fear isolation and being alone, and she'll need more. She'll think she needs more than she actually does, because she hasn't got in contact with fulfilling her real needs and really, giving an importance to who she is on an emotional level. And that's pretty much all of who she is. Not all of who she is, but it's her greatest gift and her most amazing and strong power, this queen. So look at your lives and see where we might be. She's calling me to look at my life and see where I'm repressing my needs, She's looking at me to do some more shadow work, because shadow work with this queen is the most beneficial, to look at what I am repressing on an emotional level and placing in my shadow. She's asking me to, take a look at that part of me that's afraid of sharing on an emotional level, afraid of my own love, afraid of love with other people. She's asking me to, she also has a tendency to give a little bit more importance to other people, because she's so, not in tune with her own needs, that she finds it easier to use her empathy and use her natural sensitivity to connect with others on the outside. And so she will receive a little bit of self-worth through being emotionally supportive to other people, which she's, can be incredibly strong and very good at, this queen. But she might do that in a way which negates her own needs, and she might forego her own boundaries and ignore what her boundaries are, her healthy boundaries are inside of her own life, and put a bit of her emotional needs upon other people, her emotional sensitivity. She'll work it into her relationships with other people, to help other people, to care for other people above caring for herself. And this is part of her story. And so she asks us to look at that in our lives. She asks us to look at ways where we're afraid to feel, ways that we might unconsciously be resisting, choosing to dive into a relationship, choosing to love again, choosing to love the world more, choosing to love ourselves primarily before going out into the world and loving other people or caring for others. She asks us the question, this queen is somebody who asks the question every single day: what do I want? How can I find greater love? What do I want? How can I find greater love? What do I want? And she asks this all the time. And so maybe when she's reversed, she's not really giving her own self-love story and her own needs importance. So I call for a little bit of that, and I call for that and up on all the month of July that she represents in our 12 card reading for the months of this year. I wish you all a great time. Click a like, because then more people will check this video out. Make a comment, and love yourselves more. Turn a little bit more of that lovely passion you have towards yourself. Care for yourselves more. Pay attention to what you need. Don't be afraid. Take a look at your trauma if it's there. Take a look at that. What's making you afraid to love deeper in your life, and because this is going to be, your greatest gift, and it's important to. If you relate to this, it's important to bring that gift into realization and really embrace your sensitivity in a beautiful way. All the best. Have a great day.